Hello and welcome to the Hindsight podcast in partnership with Clouds. The Euro 2020, it's been interesting for sure. Olakunle Rufai is here, Ibk Sports and producer international. Extraordinary.
Yes,
right, Wale. My name is Yubby, and so we're been a minute. We haven't been here since the Champions League final preview.
Yep.
Yeah. I thought it just going.
He said
He said
City. He
do your
said
own
City.
prediction.
Yeah.
I'm a Chelsea fan, so
You didn't
what
mention
else?
Chelsea.
What
that
else
day.
do you need to
You
do?
didn't mention Chelsea that day.
No, but I'm a Chelsea fan. What else do you need?
No,
to
he
do?
said that if Chelsea can go past Madrid, that he
Yeah.
has a feeling that they'll win.
But he didn't say
I think
anything
we need
that
to give it up.
You have to give you credit.
To
So,
Yubby.
yeah, what do you-
So it's the same way
So-
I am saying that Netherlands. I get the feeling they win.
No, you
Is it a
go
feeling
chop
or a
her for that
prediction?
one.
You think they'll be
You
alright?
go chop her for that
Is
one.
it a feeling
No,
or
for
a
it.
prediction?
No. I think the feeling and prediction is the same thing.
Stay with your chest.
Yeah.
Netherlands
I don't
will
understand.
win. Is that what
It's
you're
my
saying?
mouth in my chest.
It's your full
Say it
chest.
now.
No.
No, but guys,
I get the feeling Netherlands look the same way I felt about Chelsea.
Yeah.
They're under the radar. They're winning games you don't expect them to not win, especially given the background to the tournaments. They had such a terrible time
yeah.
at the start. Terrible time. I mean, so I think there was an interview Frank de Boer could not tell. I think he forgot one player.
Yeah.
Or he mentioned the player that wasn't even in camp. So from a PR point of view, it was a disaster. The guy coming to the tournament, Ronald Koeman left the team. So it just feels like, and you see parallels with Chelsea.
Van Dijk left as well.
Van Dijk pulled out,
yeah.
Van de Beek injured before the tournament started.
Yeah.
Tuchel coming in. You see where I'm going with this. So I get the sense that
I have the
for
feeling.
real though.
I have that
for real though.
I have that
For real.
feeling
But
for
guys,
Italy. For Italy, I feel Italy
But
are
guys,
like
yeah, I'll put
the
Italy
ones.
ahead of Netherlands to win.
Yeah. So
The reason I would agree with there's a parallel with the Netherlands situation and Chelsea situation was that before we got to the point where we're really confident about Chelsea winning, Chelsea had gone past Atletico Madrid. They had gone past Real Madrid in the first leg. I think they had gone past one other, top team.
Yeah, but the Euros is
Now
for a
this
month
is
now.
just
We
the
record
group stages.
once
Netherlands
a
are
week.
They were even in
No,
finals of-
we record
of
once a
FA
week.
Cup.
We have the-
Netherlands are yet to play any.
No, we have
of
the
the
we
top
have we
guys.
have the grace to review our prediction
Well,
one
so
more time
where-
before the competition
Okay.
ends.
So-
where
so-
I'm going was that if Netherlands can go past, I don't know who they are playing next. Maybe one of the top guys.
I'll check.
If they can go past,
Now they're playing
them,
Czech Republic.
then I will take them seriously.
They are playing
Well,
the same card they played for
Well,
Chelsea.
Czech Republic.
for me, I always go with antecedents of coaches. Yeah, what they've done in the
The
past.
same way Pep won't work.
Well,
How do you work with antecedents,
I know Frank de Boer is someone who wouldn't turn up when it matters most.
Same way Pep didn't turn up.
I've seen him in games. I've seen him in matches.
What games, please?
When was
Same
in
with
Premier
Pep.
League?
So-
when,
so-
when,
so-
when it was
He was in Premier League for
For-
just
for-
7
for
matches.
international
7
football.
matches. No, it
For
was
games.
seven,
No,
seven,
seven
seven.
games.
International
He lost
football.
all.
I know I don't
And
rate.
he lost all.
I don't think managers' pedigree has too much to do with international football.
Yep.
You get international football is all about the right things clicking. You get the,
Yeah, more so
the right
when
things
you-
clicking.
more so when you
A bit of
consider-
serendipity.
More so when you consider
is good.
you can't pick you have to work with what you have. You can't
You get.
buy players. You have to work with what you have. So it doesn't matter. We're
one is
never
that? Is that
going
my
to
phone?
be able to.
No, that's not-
We're never
that's
going
not
to be able to be sure about how good the French manager. What's his name again?
DJ Deschamps.
Deschamps,
Deschamps.
yeah.
I think we'll never be able to confirm how good he is as a coach individual because look at the set of players he's in charge of. So I mean,
Options.
when you've got those
Option galore.
group of players, I think. You
But
should absolutely win
I think
everything.
tactically he has been solid. I get
No,
what you're
no,
saying,
I
but I
agree,
mean tactically
I
he
agree.
has
I
been
agree.
solid. When you see the thing is that their first approach to any game is defensive.
Yeah.
So they try to grind out whether 1-0,
Do
2-1.
you know how
They're not arrogant about the
do you-
attacking
do you-
options.
They're
they
not,
have.
he's not
do you know
trying
why-
to.
do
He's
you know
not
why I
trying to
disagree
be.
with you?
The flair isn't too much
Do you know
there.
why I would disagree with you? You have a number of players that are naturally entertaining. Come on. Everyone tipped France to win this tournament.
But everybody is disciplined there. Even Pogba.
It's not about being disciplined.
It's about
why
what then?
would France be playing like the underdog? That's the question.
But I mean, they top their
They
group. What
they've
else do
not
you want
been
from
with
them?
5 points.
It's the group stages. This is
Doesn't
not.
mean
This is
they've
not.
not been-
This is not the business end of the competition.
If it was a Pep that has this same kind of team,
He won't do that in the cup competition.
I know
This
what
is
you
not a
guys have
league.
said.
This is
I
not a
didn't,
league.
I didn't want to make this thing a
No. I know what you guys
pep
have
thing.
said.
But what I'm saying, look, this idea that teams have to sacrifice their ambition to please you people?
To play like exactly what I was
Yeah,
going
exactly.
to ask.
Do you
IBK.
understand?
Why does
Are you really
why does
concerned?
Deschamps have to
Exactly.
sacrifice
Are you really
his
concerned?
route to the
But-
final
but-
are you
to make
really-
you happy?
How
and a
much
couple of
time
others
does he
happy?
even have with the team to
Are
even
you
have
even
to
are you,
build
are
that
you,
kind
are
of
you even
football?
concerned about how well the team play on any match day or what they win eventually?
It's not.
Are you concerned about your own entertainment?
It's
Well,
not.
okay,
You guys
make
are
the
not getting
point.
my point. My point is that France have not been convincing in this tournament.
In what
The way
way?
they were
Whether
not
they've been entertaining
okay.
or not,
Okay,
that's none of my business.
were they entertaining at the last World Cup?
Have they gotten the job
They
done?
were
or
not.
not?
Have not been
Same thing.
convincing.
No, relax. Were they convincing at the last World
That's the
Cup?
point. Yeah.
Were they convincing at the last World Cup?
Of course not.
At some point, they
were
Okay,
never-
okay, it's fine. No, any answer you give is
At
fine.
some point, they were there. You know.
But some point they were not.
Yes.
Did they win? Who won the 2018 World Cup?
Since the
Who
start
won
of
the 2018 World Cup?
Since the start of this tournament.
Relax now. You can't
Yeah.
skip that now. Who won the 2018 World Cup?
It was France.
France.
Yeah.
What matters more than winning the World Cup?
Obviously, the World Cup.
Your
is- the
entertainment.
World Cup- the World Cup.
You
the
get
World
the
Cup
points
is the
now.
highest.
You get the point.
The
now.
World Cup is the highest. It's not.
Okay,
No,
okay.
you can't.
Euro,
see,
okay,
you
okay.
be- you be
Euro,
the World Cup
okay,
is- the World
okay,
Cup,
okay.
they've
Euro,
won it
Euro
fine.
2016.
But yeah.
Euro 2016.
Yeah.
Euro 2016.
Yeah.
Were Portugal entertaining?
They were not. It was a fair.
They qualified
but it
third.
can't always happen that way.
Relax, but they won.
They were never. They were. And don't forget that Portugal were never the favorite.
Okay, that, he has a point. So Portugal were not favorites like France were.
Yes.
at the
He
last
has
World
which
Cup.
point?
Relax.
No,
relax.
no,
Yes.
for Portugal, for the Portugal point, he has a
Bro,
point.
no.
for
bro,
that.
France have not been convinced.
Some
Understand
things,
something.
see, some
far.
things, some things
You
are,
need to give
some
Yubby.
things are
Yeah.
read and regurgitate.
Yubby,
Okay.
can I make a
which
comparison?
is what I think you are doing.
Can I quickly make
you
a
people
comparison?
make this.
Can I quickly make a comparison?
Go for it.
You mentioned Portugal not being the favorites, but they won Euro 2016.
Yeah.
At the World Cup, right? France won the World Cup, I think, personally, all because they were humble enough to be pragmatic against Belgium. Because Belgium had a fantastic game against Brazil, blew Brazil away. If France had gone into that Belgium game
With
and decided
arrogance.
we're going to outplay these guys, I think Belgium would probably have, probably eliminated them. But they went into the Belgium game. They did the same thing Portugal did in the final of the Euros. They went into the Belgium game in the semi-finals and decided, we're going to be pragmatic. We just want to win. They want 1-0 or thereabouts.
Yeah, they won
which
1-0.
was exactly the same thing Portugal
Titi
did.
scored, yeah.
So it is win. That is it.
For me, I mean,
Okay,
for
so
cup,
wait,
for cup
wait.
competitions,
I think
just win.
before
Should I
we
just
continue
put
this
you guys on the
podcast
spot?
on subsequent episodes,
Okay.
we need to agree what is more important to you, so that I can know every time you come on
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
I can know already what you will say and what your mind is and why you are saying it. What is more important to you, winning a trophy or playing entertainment?
Yeah.
I think both.
No. One has to
can't-
be.
No,
now we know. We just want to know. We are not even going to
One
argue
is
with him.
higher than the other.
You be. Wait
What is
first,
higher?
wait.
Do you think Port was the success at Tottenham?
Wait, when the expectation is high, you tend to be spoilt with, that team getting the much needed result, and that's what is happening in France. I expected more. I'm not saying that they cannot go all the way to win the tournament.
So what?
But
Okay.
so far,
expected
So
more
what do
in
you
terms of
expect?
what?
Right.
in
Let's
terms
pull
of,
up.
in terms
Wait,
of,
I just
in
pulled
terms
up.
of
I've pulled
their
up the group.
general play and how much they've convinced in their games they've played. I feel that they've not been up to par.
Right. Okay. So France have not been up to par,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, at all.
I pulled up the group F. So France finished top of the group with 5 points, right? You expected more.
Yeah.
Maximum is 9 points. So he didn't win 4 points in the group that had Germany, had Portugal.
Yeah.
And had Hungary,
Relax,
by the way.
relax.
Yeah.
Let's
Hungary were not
not even.
Yeah, but
relax
Hungary had a
now.
fantastic tournament.
Hungary showed that they were not pushovers.
Yeah.
But they
Sure.
look pushovers
At the beginning,
start.
yes.
Yeah.
So you expected France to come up with 9 points
I
in a
didn't
group.
say 9
No,
points.
no, relax.
So we're asking you, what were you expecting?
So what is more?
I didn't-
So-
at least I
so-
was
so
expecting- I was
maximum is
expecting-
9,
See, Yubby.
minimum is 0.
Yubby, that's because they are done with it.
Relax
I
now.
feel if I had asked
IBK,
you guys
IBK,
before
relax
the group
now.
stage, I know what you guys
Maximum
want to
is 9.
Yes.
Minimum is 0.
Yes.
Midway is 4.5. Right?
say. Yeah.
What is
Scored
more?
above 50%.
I feel they should have finished. If they finished 7 points, then I would have said okay.
So 7 points
Yeah,
is
ma-
winning. Relax.
Because
So-
the-
relax
the-
now.
the-
7 points is winning 2 games.
My calculation was that before the tournament, France should be able to beat Hungary. They should be able to beat Portugal.
And then draw with Germany.
Yes.
So
At
you-
least
so you play
draw with
football on
Germany.
paper?
Or I feel either of Germany, Portugal, Germany will be a draw and one will be a win.
So you play football.
Do you know why
Never-
do you know why I'm uncomfortable with this conversation? Because the last time IBK was here, it felt like it was all of us against him. So
And
But me,
it
I don't
looks that
say-
way. That right
I
now.
don't care.
yeah, so
See,
If you have a point that is
do you,
or is constantly.
okay. Should I put you guys on the spot now?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
no.
If you have to rate France performance so far in the Euros, over 10, what will you give it?
Over 10.
Over
I'll give it a
10.
5.
Over 10.
Over 10, I'll give it a 5.
You know what? I actually
No.
give them 8.
8.
No,
I'll give you a reason why.
So you see, we're not on the same page.
Yeah.
I'll give them a 5. You know what? I'll give them a 5.
8.
Because I feel like you need to do what you need to do, and it's just group stage.
Yeah.
So tournament is not finished yet.
You are
not the
giving-
business
wait,
end of
and
the
that's what
tournament.
I'm not saying
Do you
that.
realize-
You guys are not getting the point.
It's
here.
not the business end of the
I am
tournament,
not-
so you can't
I am not
expect
saying-
too
I am not
much.
saying that it is the end. I only said that I have not been convincing so far with what they've played.
Okay, that's fine. Let's move
That's
on.
what
That's
I'm
Can I
fine.
ask you? Can I
That's
ask him
fine,
a
that's
very
fine.
quick question?
That's
Can I ask
fine.
him a very quick
I have
question?
my opinion.
Can I ask
Yeah.
him a very quick question?
Yeah.
You see, if I was going to be very
Brutal.
very brutal, I would have said, what grade did you graduate with in university? Right? But I'm not going to go there.
No.
No.
That's a
Listen
no-go,
now.
man.
It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Calm
You
down.
don't need to cry. You don't need to cry.
Calm down. Me, I can tell you the grade I graduated with.
All right, go
I
ahead.
don't really
Yeah,
give
say
a...
it.
Doesn't
you
define
get-
you.
I graduated with second class lower. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
So the point I'm trying to make is this: the moment you get into the university, right, it gets to a point. From the beginning, maybe you are thinking, I must get first class or I must get whatever. It gets to a point, right? All that matters is you don't want to be the guy that goes home to your parents and say, maybe I'm going to repeat a class, or maybe I'm going to, or I failed
Spend
this,
an
or maybe
extra
I've been
year.
rusticated, or maybe I've been, expelled, or all. Do you get what I'm saying? So under the circumstances, and if you tie that to why I said I'm giving France 8, under the circumstances, if you see how many, unusual results that has happened in the Euros so far, upsets that has happened in the Euros so far, they've decided, and they were in the toughest group. They've decided, look, all we need to do
Grind out
is
the
get
wins.
the job
Yeah.
The
done.
job done.
Yeah.
You get,
Just
and that's a
grind out
brilliant
the
point.
wins.
It's an excellent point because you can't go into you
Yubby.
see the strength of teams
Okay.
is to adapt to real time.
Yeah.
You can't. I don't think that you
Yubby,
can
should I tell you
continuously be.
something?
You can relax now. You
Okay.
can't continuously be idealistic. You understand? Idealism is good. You go into things. Oh, when we come to cloud today, cameras will be set by this time.
Everything will be. You get it?
If shit happens,
Yeah.
we have to adjust, which is what we have done, which is what we continue doing. So, if you came in and cameras were not set and you walked away,
Yubby.
you get.
Yubby.
Would you?
you-
Relax now.
Okay,
Is
okay.
that a good team?
If what?
If you walk into a place, right,
Yeah.
and you don't get what you wanted to do, and you walk away, but you have you had objectives to reach, and you don't reach any of the objectives,
You're meant to
is that a
adapt.
good team?
Of course not.
But I'll try and make the situation
Adaptability. So
fine.
it
But that doesn't make me, maybe after I've done my work, I don't blast. The way I meant this.
I'll be candid. Let me just be
I'll
candid.
do my work.
Let me be candid.
I'll do
with
my
you.
work, Yubby. I'll do my work. I'll try and get the job done. Then I'll now go back to why I came here and I didn't meet.
I'll be candid with you. You will never get the kind of excitement you want to get from France. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You would not.
They have a manager that
You
doesn't
would
really
not.
doesn't concern himself with that.
Relax.
Even Kylian
Let's go back.
Mbappe
You
is-
said you
is
give them
di-
5
disciplined
Let's go
enough.
back. Let's go back to the last.
Is 5 really?
It's okay
kind
for
of
group
rating?
stages. Yes, for group
All right,
stages.
let's leave it.
Let's move
Because
on.
what I wanted to do, I wanted to pull up the last 10 Euro winning teams, and you tell me what teams were in your opinion
Yeah, fantastic.
fantastic.
In terms of their gameplay.
Let's not waste time.
What you don't realize is that the Euros,
Yeah.
you have 7 games to play. If
Yep.
you play well, you have 7 games to play. 7 games for players that don't play together all the time. What people don't realize is that the national team job is one of the toughest jobs you can do. You come in, you're in there for a month. Obviously, it has its advantages because everybody can get shut off and just focus. But you can come in there, and this guy comes from like Sevilla, and he's feeling out of place.
He even plays as a left back.
Relax, you
there.
understand? He plays in a 4-4-2 system here,
Yeah.
and your national team system is 4-3-3.
You have
You
to
have,
adapt.
you have to adjust to
Yeah.
that. So you are looking at Bruno, for example. Bruno is fantastic at United. He's struggling in the French team. He's one of the best players in the
Portuguese
world.
team, yeah.
In my opinion, top 10 best players in the world, Bruno did here. But they struggle for it. They come off the bench. They play right, so you have to adapt. If they win the tournament, you have to take the collective sum, the sum of everybody's adaptation, and realize that that's a fantastic contribution.
But that still doesn't change the fact that I should let people know that they could have done better. I'm not saying
No, that's for sure now.
Yeah, that's my point. See,
That's for sure. Okay, if
I'm
that-
saying they could have done better. I'm not saying they've done worse. I'm only saying fine. The objective has been met, which is stopping the group and getting someone easier. But I feel that France would have. I'm sure even before the Euros, if I asked every one of us how many points France finished with that group, I'm sure we will say 7 points.
No, I would say that they'll top the group. That's what I
I'll
would
probably
say.
just say they will top the group.
That's what I'm going to say.
Is that what you
It
see?
doesn't really matter.
It's always like that when the results is out.
It's okay.
It'll be over to
No,
you.
but okay. Well, let's move on.
So